All right, guys, it's next day, right after pulling the motor out. I've been here for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so trying to decide what I wanted to do. I think what I'm going to do is start by taking all these miscellaneous brackets off of the car that I don't need, stuff like that. Start drilling that out. I'm just using regular drill bits. I don't have the spot drill bit, so it might take a while. And then I think once I get done with that, I'm gonna pop these heads off. So we'll see how that is. Right now it's just me here. Josh is out, so I'm just gonna be jamming, getting some work done. So hang out with me. All right, that took way longer than I wanted to, but I got all the brackets that I don't need. The only thing left is ABS brackets, which I can't drill out because they're welded. So I'll eventually cut them out or something. I need a second hand to pull this line back, but not too bad. Some of them I had to drill all the way through because they were just being tough, and then some I was able to get perfectly. So I don't know, I'll grind them and weld them or something. But yeah, got all the brackets out. I'll probably just continue working on the bay because that's just kind of where my mind's at, and I'll save the motor for later. Alright, another update so far. So I started taking off this ugly factory seam sealer just using a flathead and a hammer. That's probably the best method I've found until you knock it down until it gets to this stuff, and then you can grind it away. But if you start grinding how it is, this stuff, it just turns into a powder and it makes a mess everywhere. So yeah, a little update there. All the brackets and stuff, I got the harness pulled back. Just trying to prep it as much as I can to sand and get all this red paint off so I can prep it for primer. So this is a good representation of how messy it gets with the wire wheel. It's definitely worse in person. I mean, camera doesn't really pick up, but yeah, it makes a mess. Alright, so I got this side about 90% prepped. My wire wheel kind of ran out of circumference, so I can't get into some of those tight spots, but that's what it looked like before. And then that's what it looks like with it all taken off. And then I'll go back in and I'll do the seam seal, and it'll be nice and it'll look good. It'll look way better than factory. I don't know why they cake it on like that, but it is what it is. Alright, so last update for the night for the bay. I got both sides about 90%, and I think I'm going to keep just working on the bay and save the motor for later. So what I'm going to keep doing is clean up the bay, get all the dirt and the rubber and then that sealer, and then find any holes that I want to weld up, mark those, and just keep working on it. So that's probably the last update for tonight. So stay tuned for the next clip or video, depending on how Josh breaks this thing up.
All right, so I'm back now in front of the camera. Oh.
Why would you hold it with your other hand?
Because I can use this one to talk with. So I'm back. Dave.
You don't want to talk with your claw?
No, I don't. But Dave filmed last night while I was in pain. It wasn't fun, but Dave obviously knocked out a lot. Really hype. Yesterday when I came down here, there was all this crap on here, and it looked terrible. And he's now working on sanding this away, so we're gonna put y'all on this camera and watch him sand this little section away and time lapse it. Refreshing the BMW.
Yep.
In the old Dune garage. So let's get at it. Alright, so the time lapse, I cut it off because Dave is still working on this side of the engine bay, but he's still slowly chipping away at it. I'm gonna cut it on again once we get to that side, but Dave thought this was gonna take an hour.
Yeah, it's not playing nice.
But Dave is doing the nitty gritty stuff on the back side of the stuff where no one's gonna really see it.
Yeah,
so.
I'm just trying to scuff it up.
But yeah, he's gonna paint it
Yeah, I can't remember if we should.
charcoal gray Rust-Oleum gloss enamel. So this should hold up to the heat and whatnot, but we shall see once he does another event when it's 100 degrees outside and he's still.
Now we're gonna be back here again.
No, we're not. You'll be doing this in your shed. Dave thinks he owns Doom Garage now. I let him keep his car here. Now he just thinks he owns the place. Don't you love that?
We're doing cool car shit. I want your G8.
We ain't gonna act like we didn't hear that. Okay, well, we'll come back here in a minute, so.
Alright guys, what's going on? So, back at here with the car again. So everything's sanded and prepped pretty much. Right now I'm just taping some stuff off, and then I'm gonna lay some seam sealer down, put some self-etching primer, and then get this thing all primed up and painted. So nice little update. I think it's been a couple hours since we picked up the camera last, but it's just been a slow, painful process of sanding. And I put some JB welds in the holes right here where I had to drill out the brackets. So waiting for that to dry. But stay tuned until this thing's primered.
All right, so it's still part 2 of the video, but Dave just finished primering his engine bay and he's getting it ready for paint. So he should be painting that within the next couple of days, I hope. We got the heater going in here. It's 60 degrees in here right now. Dave is now getting ready to start tearing these heads off because this is the whole reason why the car has a motor in it. So Dave tracks this car, obviously. It's a purpose-built drift car. And 3 seasons on these head gaskets, I guess.
I think it's these poo-poo speed matches.
It's probably the speed matches too. The head studs. I used them in the past myself, and then taking my 6-liter apart, I learned how shit they are. So
it's not mixing the coolant, but it's been leaking out of that bottom corner. Really, ever since I built it, but it like comes and goes. I don't know, it's weird.
So Dave got one of his heads off. Good even burn.
So when I built this, I never cleaned the pistons off.
Oh, okay. Well, Holly did really good at managing the carbon. Let's see how his pistons look good. But valves look good. That's nice. Good job, Holly. Y'all know y'all's stuff. That's right, I did have these heads surfaced. Yeah, so these are my heads, and I forgot I had them surfaced too. You can see the surface marks on them. But yeah, Dave got one side off. He needs to pop that head gasket off first to get all the coolant under it. See how the block looks.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Looks pretty good on this side. Yeah, I don't think it was like blown out. I don't know.
That's really impressive. We probably gotta talk louder when it's the rain. Not bad. All right, so let's get let Dave get to work, and he's gonna pull the other side off, the problematic side. All right, David, what's the verdict?
I don't know. This side was the side seeping, and it looks pretty good. The gasket didn't look tore up or anything. So maybe the head is warped. Maybe this head stud sucks on this side. I don't know. But me and Josh were just talking about whether we want to get those things checked and see if they're flat or not, which might not hurt. I'll text our head guy who gives us heads. And
Engine heads, nothing else.
who gives us head. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was still worth taking apart, knowing. We'll find out what these lifters look like too. Those on that side look pretty good. I think maybe this back cylinder, these lifters were kind of loud, so I don't know. The cam looked good too. So it's probably not even worth doing all this, but for my sanity, it is.
So from here, oh, and he needs new injectors too.
Yeah, there's
a couple of lean spark plugs.
what is it? This side's the opposite or the odd side?
I think so.
I don't know. These two were lean on this side, and I think just this one was lean on this side, according to the valves.
So
yeah, I probably could use some new injectors. I did just replace the plugs, so I mean that could be it too.
I mean, he's doing a whole refresh on this thing anyway, so.
They were cheap injectors, used Ford injectors.
But I think we're gonna cut part 2 on this one. Part 3 will be probably shenanigans and finishing painting the engine bay, and I guess we'll throw in him putting this motorbike together in there too. So I appreciate you guys watching and made it this far. Different content, but I'm still uploading, so I didn't forget about you guys. So,
hey, it's the same content, guys. It's just a different color, okay? It's still LS stuff.
it's still LS stuff on a purple people eater, so. Alright, well, Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.